Oof, can't wait.
More bush than an 80s hustler.
So, here we are. I'm sure you guys can probably guess exactly where I am. It's my absolute favourite place in the world. Stellenbosch in South Africa. This is the Hell's End bike compound, and obviously, we all know what happens here. It's Darkfest time 2021. This is the first time I've seen the course in well over a year. I haven't been back here since the last event. There's been a lot of rain and the jumps kind of fall down every year, and we need to rebuild them. So for the first time, we're about to walk over the hill and see the course, see what kind of state it's in, see how much work we're going to have to do. I've got 2 weeks to fix them up before all the other riders get here for the big event. Let's go check it out. So the jumps have had to survive a whole summer and a whole winter of quite heavy rain bashing, so I actually don't know what to expect at all. Oh my god, same every year. So after last year, to stop with the erosion, we actually covered them all up with kind of all these tarps and logs, just to stop erosion down on the farm, and hopefully actually that's kept them in pretty good condition, even standing here for the first time on the top of the hill. Sort of, I remember how big the jumps are, and then until you come here it's completely different again. It's just blown my mind actually once again looking at how big that 90 footer is. Wow, it's very bushy too, isn't it? The whole place has grown a lot, which means sadly there's been a lot of rain, so probably a lot of damage. But yeah, let's go have a look. Even this warm-up road gap that you get all your speed is so big compared to everything else we ride for the rest of the year. Jeez. But look, so we've got this on top. I wonder how many snakes are under there actually. Probably families of snakes now live under there. But once you pull out of these massive sticks, a lot of handwork to do, isn't there? Maybe we could just roll this down and see what's underneath, and hopefully that might have protected it over the winter. So we have just a small amount of like raking and slapping to do. But if you look up here to the start of the shark fin, there's definitely a lot of overgrowth up there, isn't there?
That botanical garden was once a shark fin.
It looks ever so nice. I wonder if we can like leave the bushes and like skim over them. That would look quite cool, wouldn't it?
I think this year we're gonna make like a nature course, like Darkfest X Nature.
Yeah, like David Attenborough.
Yeah, like
come and talk about the nice bushes and such around.
I think it could work.
Yeah, like looking at it now, it's like, oh my god, we've only got 2 weeks to make this whole course rideable. But I don't know, if we just roll this off, I think actually it's such a good job, maybe might not have to do it might be spade work, a lot of spade work.
Yeah,
We're just gonna have to put a bit of actual work in.
Yeah.
Right, here we are at the top. As Teo just said as well, actually you just start to get that weird butterflies feeling when you stood up here. All the crazy memories start coming back, then you remember how big the jumps are too. But this top shark finny area is actually in pretty good condition. There's a lot of bushes overgrown, but to be honest it's a bit of handwork. We just need to rebuild them. There's a lot more moisture in the soil this time of year. We're going to be able to buff them up pretty nice actually. And then further down the course looks like there's a bit more serious work to be done, but I'm looking forward to rebuilding these shark fins. I think we might only take a day or two. We're not going to change anything. They worked perfectly. They build up all your speed, build your flow up, and send you down to the rest of the line. So I think we'll just rebuild them, and I think it's not looking too bad. So far so good.
Is that Justin Bieber's slightly richer, better looking cousin? Yeah, Ike, I'm no longer on Grom duty. You're on big air Ike, loose fest, Darkfest, RD9s, yeah.
How old are you now?
17.
Oh. There you go, so you don't have the age excuse anymore, do you? And you're big enough and ugly enough to carry speed all the way down.
Yeah, same size as everyone.
Oh shit. Ike's going to be on graph duty.
Big time digging as well as riding, yes.
Oh.
The MT Bieber.
Maybe the MT Bieber. Yeah, MT Bieber are the tools.
It's not so bad at all, is it? Look, you can still see the dirt's so hard. You can still see the tyres here from last year. I guess it's not been ridden since then, has it?
No, it hasn't.
No, so they are genuine 2020 tyre marks. Pretty cool. Look at all this bush. This is in the middle of the 3rd shark fin. Look how much it's grown in 1 year. But I think we're going to leave it because I think it looks really cool, and maybe like people can do some cool scrubs through it.
More bush than an 80s Hustler.
So this is the last sort of road gap shark fin that builds up all your speed for the 90. And look, it's actually still pretty damn good. We definitely have to scratch it all up, water it and resurface it. And then down to the serious ones. Whoa, then it gets scary down there, doesn't it? Let's go look and get scared. Wow, it's such a run in, isn't it? Look at the size of this jump. Oh, that's so scary. You can see our first problem down here. So normally we have the event in February, which is the height of summer out here. So we don't really have any problems with rain, but look. Now we're in May, it's coming into sort of fall time here, so it's a bit riskier, we probably will get some rain, so we're gonna have to start digging some drains, some proper drains in, I think, so we don't get puddles like that.
What speeds do you think you...
At 43, 46 miles an hour, that someone had like a police speed gun and we measured it.
Pretty impressive rolling.
Serious jump. Look at the size of the takeoff, man. It looks like you'd never clear it from here. Material will come off. The next one. So this is the reverse shark fin, also known as the twisty wizard. It works so well, you get so much speed and it feels really cool to like whip left, then turn right, and that points you into that hip over there, and it looks so big and so good. We made that so steep last year, and I can't wait to see what's underneath the under the tarps and shape that lip again. That's one of the best things to do. Oof, can't wait. Just it's quite scary to get to there. You've got these, yeah, you just got some things to do before you get to enjoy the hip. So steep, so good, and so tall actually. I remember, of course, I remembered everything was big, but so much bigger when you get back here, isn't it? Like, cool. So after the big old 45-foot hip, 90 degrees left, then you build up speed once again across the little normal road gap. It's a tiny little road gap for Darkfest standards, but anywhere else in the bike park that would be probably one of the biggest features. Not here at Darkfest, that's just the warm-up and a taster where you get all the speed into the famous step up. So here it is, the world famous step up. I can't really remember the stats on it, but it's just humongous. It's the steepest, biggest, tallest takeoff ever. And yeah, the landing's miles up there. Everyone's sort of, yeah, a big favourite with the riders. This is where most of the tricks go down. And we got some pretty crazy boys coming this year, so I think we're going to see some pretty insane things off this. So far from down there, can't believe it still. And this landing's not looking too bad. Again, we had the logs in there to stop it eroding down the hill and wrecking the whole farm. But then we just turn right and kind of slow down here, and then it all starts again. You build up your speed down for the big 2 rocket launchers, which were new from last year. Probably 2 of the craziest jumps ever made. Let's go down and have a look. Right, yeah, this drop again, one of them things. Just looks like a bit of a warm-up feature in all the videos, and kind of how I remembered it as, but serious drop actually. Starting to get quite nervous, starting to get real, isn't it? Here it is then, rocket launch number 1. This is where I broke my wrist 2 years ago. Still got some scars to tell the tale from that one, and yeah, I don't want to land in the back of that one ever again. It's probably the gnarliest jump I've ever jumped actually. Just look how big it is, it's so much bigger than any other jump I've ever seen actually.
Can't even see the landing from here.
It's so far away, isn't it? And the speed here, like the hill come down, come off the top so fast. and it all just goes into the sky. There's no braking, just full speed ahead. It's actually stupid, this jump. Even bigger than I remember, and I remember it being big. I think I landed about there in 2019, and that made my wrist go into a swan shape. But yeah, we actually weirdly made it bigger since then. But yeah, much more dirt. It's quite a very long landing. We could steepen it up actually a bit this year because it was a bit unnecessarily mellow. We made that for safety, which is probably a good thing, but maybe we could steepen it up a little bit, then we might have more speed for the last one, then we can make that even bigger. Oh. So after you've come down rocket launcher number 1 landing, that huge pile of, it's kind of more of a mountain really, isn't it? Once you come down there, we're here at the last jump on the course, the rocket launcher number 2. Again, super tall, super steep, a little bit shorter than the rocket launcher number 1, and a bit better for tricks. This one was a rider favourite again, really fired you up high, was really cool for whips, really good for tricks. And yeah, I guess we'll rebuild it pretty similar actually, maybe just a little bit taller, a little bit steeper, especially if we make a bit more speed off of that one, then we can go a bit higher off this one, make it a little bit bigger. So there we go, top to bottom of the Darkfest course. Only took like 2.5 hours to walk down the whole thing, that's how long it is. But not looking too bad. There's definitely an awful lot of work. It's going to be quite difficult to get this done in 2 weeks, but we're going to try our best. Tomorrow morning we're going to go head off and confirm all our machines and hopefully get them on site as soon as possible. Tomorrow morning we're going to start digging and everything's going to start looking pretty cool. It's going to get real exciting. We'll announce the riders list soon enough. But yeah, cheers. See you next time. That's ridiculous actually.
Yeah, we got to walk faster.